Greetings, and welcome back to Chapter 4 of the Crucible Chronicles. This is the third episode out of 5 in this chapter. In the first episode, I talked through the deck that we're playing and what I find interesting about it. So there'll be a link to that in the video description. Without further ado, let's hop into the game. Woo-wee! Man, apparently queuing so late at night in the competitive playlist is a little bit of an ordeal. It's like a minute and a half queue. Can you believe it? No, seriously, what a great tool the Crucible Online is. Just amazing to be able to hop on and get some games. Alright, looks like we're playing against Decamus, the Philosopher Raconteur. Raconteur? I don't know if that's how you say it. Look at that, double transporter platform deck. Oof. That could be brutal. Could be brutal. Can we hold on to this? Wow, that's a lot of this. We're going first though. What do I do? What do I do with this? I don't think I even want this. Okay, I don't think that's any better, but we'll go ahead and roll with it. What do we do? Logos? Logos could be good. Could put out an Avinda. Maybe get some cheeky damage down. Let's do shadows. We'll toss down an Avinda. Man, I love Logos in Worlds Collide. This deck looks pretty speedy. We're playing against 2 memory chips. Interestingly enough, playing against no eddies. No eddies in this deck. Alright, 2 Questor Jardas and a Draco Praco. Feeling kind of sad now. Wish I would have held on to that whatever it was, the Harbinger. That's what it is, the Harbinger. We need that. We'll go ahead and put out the Sanitation Engineer, Discombobulator on the Sanitation Engineer, play the Hologramophone. And we're gonna get probably just reaped into oblivion here. Don't have much of an answer for that right now, although we will get the group think tank out, which is pretty good for us. Pretty good for us in this situation. I think we just go back to Logos here. We'll Tau Vapors. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to be going Shadows, I'm thinking. Soon, at least. We'll put out the group think tank to the left. We have the crazy killing machine. Who do I care more about? The group think tank could be really useful for us. So I think I'm gonna hologramophone that. I guess we crazy killing machine. Kill memory chip or Hapsis. So daughter in stealth mode. Bummer. Also, I'll hawk one of these away. Let's do Hapsis actually. And what do we do? We don't do that. Sanitation Engineer. Ooh, didn't really think about that. Probably do want to reap. What do we get rid of? Umbra. Sure. Oh, there he is. Little orb. Little orb of Invidious. That's what we like to see. Definitely want to get that down as quickly as we can. Good. Going Saurian. We don't have any discards in our discard pile, which is a bit unfortunate for this EE. We have him in check with the group think tank, so that's pretty solid. Ooh, and Shrix is coming down too. We can just group think tank. Could be good. We want to let them get another reap off with all these. That is the question. We get on check if we go shadows. I think we go shadows here. And the reason is I want to kill one of these memory chips. That'll get us close to check. We can mug Senator Strix, and we'll reap, put one more damage on Senator Strix. So that gets her within range of our group think tank. I'm hoping will be pretty important. It also puts us on check, which is great. A great news for sure. Here comes the Star Alliance. We got some Frains. One Frain, I guess. Got a Sensor Chief. Technivore Pulpates. Ooh, oh, that's big. That is big. I like to see that. Sensor Chief Garcia. Garcia. Yeah, that still seems pretty good, even with the Technivore Pulpate. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. That kills the memory chip. We're not going to pick up our archives. We'll go ahead and group Think Tank. We'll clear those Saurians off the board. Get those Saurians out of here. Oh, we didn't... Oh, it was Sensor Chief. That's what it was. So we Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt. Deal some damage. And guess just fight. There you go. Clear the board. Clear that board. I want that Technivore Pulpate out of the way so I can get my orb down. Orb of Invidious. We now also have a little bit of fodder for our Dis, which is nice. Alright, going back to Star Alliance. Red Alert. Red Alert to kill the Sanitation Engineer. Explorova. Sweet. So we forge our Bluki. Well, I think we'll probably go Dis here, right? Daughter even get down here? Oh, crazy killing machine. Alright, so we'll go Dis. We will pick up our archives. So what do we want to discard? Hornet, Soul Fiddle. We definitely want to play the orb. I think we exhume the daughter. The daughter to the right. We play out the orb of Invidious. We'll play out EE to the right. We'll discard the Soul Fiddle. Get rid of that Soul Fiddle. Deal one. We'll discard Bornet. Get rid of Bornet. Steal the second one. Let's see, what are we worried about? Not entirely sure. Walls could be sort of nasty. I think at this point we discard the Harbinger, and Exhume could be great, but Harbinger is really my only out if something terrible starts happening. So I'm actually gonna get rid of the Exhume. And then I think we play out Infernus to the left. We'll get rid of Stealth Mode. And Sensor. Yeah, Sensor Chief. That's who it is. That person. So long. Be gone with you. Alright, so now they can start doing their wonky stuff. And we're in a pretty nice spot right now. I'm not gonna lie. The Scutum on Prefectus. Ludo, we got our second key. Got the graft in hand. So that's awesome. Let's go with Shadows. Move some cards. Want to hold on to that graft. So we'll go ahead and hawk one of these transporter platforms. I think we play out Umbra, Simon to the right, and Breaker Hill. Got 2 Scutums down, actually. Interesting. It's so weird. We've had so few artifacts even show up, right? I guess we had a couple Logos ones. Positron Bolt, nice. All right, they're going fishing now. Fishing for walls, maybe? Got rid of Imperial Forge. Thorium Plasmates. Bane the Embers. Ooh. It's a little bit rough. But I think what we do is just keep on plugging. Go back to Shadows. We'll mug. Well, play the long fused mines. We'll mug something. What do we mug? Igor, so they have less reap. Wormhole Technician. Let's do the Igor, just so they have less potential to reap. Here we go. Now we're generating our wall, our wall of artifact. What a silly deck this is. What a very silly deck. Now let me remind myself. Long fused is each creature not on a flank. Spike Trap is each flank creature. Yeah. Alright, so the Golden Star Alliance. Expect to see some zany walls work happening here. Light of the Archons. Okay, nice. Just the one Light of the Archons, is that right? Pretty fortunate for us. 2 Light of the Archons. Oh, they picked it up from their discard pile. Alright, so that's actually decent for me. They've cycled through their hand, so that's pretty annoying. But let's just go Shadows and we'll Spike Trap. And call that good. Puts us up to 7. They've picked up a Frayne, and they have a decent way out. You also have a great way out right now too. Going Star Alliance. Done in Chief Engineer Walls. Transporter Platform. All the Embers. So, I don't really think they have an out. There we go. Well played, Tron. It's an interesting deck. I feel like honestly, that disc turn there in the middle for us was really pretty brutal. Just like a handful of, here's an Orb of Invidious, here's an Infernus, and we're gonna steal like three Ember or something right after we forged our first key, I think it was. Anyways, yeah, that was a pretty good game. I feel like a little bit of a redemption game from episode 2 of this chapter. Managed to come back, get another win. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. As a reminder, this is the 3rd video in a 5-part series. So this is your first video. Definitely check the video description. I'll have links to the first video in this chapter, where you can learn a little bit more about the deck and what I think about it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. So long.